Okay, we should be fine to proceed at the moment. I am very sorry for that cat tail that goes in here once in a while. That's just Han. Good evening to you, Magnanimous. Alpino told me to expect you. Now, you're doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself do not see Flinmin, though I very much wish I had. I merely hearkened under the tale of a mourner who came to stay with us. Biggie! Meow. He is still here if you wish to hear it for yourself. You will find him in Lynchyard, I should think. I was quite happy during Coils, but now I'm back to Realm Reborn main scenario quests that are no longer leveling quests. And this is probably the most boring part of the game. Let's just slog through it. I saw Flamin just as clearly as I see you now, and yes, I'm sure it was her. Before you ask, I could never forget a woman like that. 'Twas nigh on 7 summers ago I first set eyes on her, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. I'm happy to report that the years have only made her more beautiful. Where did I? Oh, Costa La Sol. She was giving lessons to Giguruju's woman, and her voice, gods, her voice! The soft tinkling of bells resonated my very soul. I dare not say how her songs touched me. Why am I reporting to the father? It's not like he could give me a better location in Costa del Sol. Do I believe the man's tale? Well, I believe that he believes it, though I do wonder. I doubt I would recognize someone I barely knew, from whom I haven't seen 7 years. But there is even the slightest possibility that Flimin yet lives. Do you not owe it to Minfilia to pursue it? No. I don't owe it to Minfilia to pursue it. This woman resembling Flimin was employed at Costa del Sol, and that is where you should go. I will inform Alpinode of these latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gigaruju should remember you from past engagements, so I suggest you waste no time and approach him directly. At least I don't have to go and report to frickin' stupid Alpinode on my own. So that's nice. Now imagine if he was like, okay, now go to Alpinode to tell him where you're going. Then go to Costa del Sol. But sir, I have a link shell. Never mind the link shells. Nobody uses bones in here. Everybody uses their feet. Did you employ a lady? Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mikodi muse, what? Why you have forsaken me? Titan's Bane, I mean Magnanimous, what brings you to my humble resort? Flimin? You mean to tell me that the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? The gods, woman, if I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Lewd. Ahem. An exaggeration for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall she mentioned Wineport. Ah, but there is no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tires of her rough way of living, she will make straight back to Costa del Sol and fling herself into my waiting arms, flushed and breathless. Yeah, you hope for that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna quickly hop over here and talk with people, which is a lot more productive if you ask me. Why is there a quest about flowers now? Oh, it's okay. That's how our main quest is called. I thought that the unlock quest, one of them was something new, but new. Well, if it isn't magnanimous to save your point port, to what do we owe the pressure? Ah yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly I had no choice but to eject her from the premises. Interfering with tastings, you understand? Can you stop waving your tail? If she's in your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer. Given that I could smell the woman from a mile away, I dare say he could smell her from 10. Hey, blind person, can you sniff this person out? That would be so nice. Just go and give it a good sniff. Eh, you wanna know if I seen a Mikodi lass with the name of Flemin? I wish. I haven't seen a lass of any description far too bloody long. Excepting yourself, of course. Poor dude. Never seeing women. The thing is, here's a lady. Yeah. Here is another lady. That is most definitely female. Does he never, like, walk down here? So that is very weird. It means that he's, like, chained to his grapes. Sniff, sniff. I see you had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Magnanimous. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago? One does not forget a perfume like that, so robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully. And then head east after crossing the second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff have the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. It's just... yeah, I assume so. It's just that... it's like 120 quests of a whole bunch of nothing. It's such a bad spot for this game. There's like Realm Reborn main scenario quests after main story ends. So I'm like, I'll go to that field and the woman won't be there probably, and then I'll have to fetch somebody some tea or a bottle of wine or something, and I'll just go back and forth, back and forth. Hey, Tori-chama. Oh, she is here. You are here, I see. Together with a hoary Gabu. Hoary. Hello! I'm in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused Gabu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? Typical of all the many leads, yours obviously had to be the one which bore fruit. I don't know why I bother. The songstress of old I presume. Minfilia, or should I say, Ascilla, is looking for you. Ascilia? You are very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you're dead. Can only conclude this was by design. The question is why. Everybody is small next to me. I'm a really tall woman. Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me more than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of the Nausea side, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all the way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your instruction, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Then it's settled to Wineport, Magnanimous. Just running naked, going, here's my dick. Hop, 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 hop. I suppose the time wasn't right for the past 7 years. She's a very nice mother like that. They all sound the same. They sound exactly same as me. This big man has a woman voice, and this small woman has a woman voice, and this little boy has a woman voice. This is not at all how I had envisioned it. Have you apprised our situation? Lady Flamen has consented to plead our case to Minfilia regarding the proposed move to Mordona. However, she will only do so once her perfume is complete. Moreover, she insists that we aid her in obtaining the final ingredient. You will not be swayed. I assure you, I tried. Let's just get this over with, shall we? At least Alpinode is also annoyed. Believe me when I tell you that I'm very bit as eager to return to Vesper Bay as you are. There is work to be done ere that, however, so listen well. I require pristine salamander oil to complete my perfume. Oil this pure can only be obtained from the belly of Gurangath, a notoriously elusive species of wavekin native to Bronze Lake. Elusive, I said, yet no less sensible to the allure of the right bait. In this instance, that would be freshly slain mug pudules. 3 placed at the water's edge should be sufficient to attempt any Guragath lurking nearby. They are aggressive when startled and will attack on sight, yet given the ease which you dispatch to Gabu, I doubt you will have any trouble unduly. Everyone sounds like me. Whoopee. It might actually be easier to just run there. Because the path there... Yeah, that thing. It begins with a G. The path from the Aetheryte to there, or from here to there, seems to be about the same. At least my cat's tail isn't going insane anymore. At least this place is pretty. Very pretty. You just... Yeah. All of you. Come here. That would be quite creepy. How would I ever feel attracted to guys when they would sound exactly like me? Oh no. now we place it down over there. It's just... do not have too many letters in a row. That makes for bad words. The words become hard to say, so I just say part of it. Here's your corpse's water. Hope you enjoy it. I like how it was very specifically 3 corpses that we needed. Tried with 2, but the creature was all like too little food to bother for. There we go. Grangath. That's the right name. Alternatively, we could just call it Guru. Oh, I completely forgot. I still have tank stance on. Yeah, that will keep on happening. My cat is very tail swabby today. And 2 cats are very noise-making. Good boy that's sleeping half on my monitor. Yeah. Good boy! Positioned itself really awkwardly. Frame rate bad? When I bought it off the store. Is there any way to see my frame rate? How did you know that? Oh! Yeah, see? We're not at 24 frames per second, we're at 46! Huge difference. Oh. Well, nothing is spiking. Understand it is of the utmost importance that I finish this perfume before I accompany you to Wesper Bay. Please bring me the oil as soon as possible. Once again, I am in your debt. I distilled the flower's oils in your absence so that all that remains too is there. It's ready. And so am I. It's time we went to see my daughter. Oh, good. Yes? No. Yeah, the stream frame rate does look lower. Funnily enough, looks smoother on YouTube than on Twitch. Nope. I only did 1 session of it. It's gonna be a thing that we're gonna complete really slowly, because that's always what happens with co-op games. Yeah, my in-game frame rate is pretty smooth. I mean, it's not 60, but good enough. Hop, hop, hop. I like fat things, they're quite cute. My cat is so flicky-taily. At the moment, yeah. Antecedent, you have a guest. Lamin! Acelia! I, for some reason, look really angry at this meeting. I haven't seen her like this in years, Magnanimous. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead. But what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me, as I always knew that they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and your cause. I could think of no better way to grant you freedom to continue your work. Oh, he's on my PC monitor, so that is where he normally sleeps. And continue it you did, achieving things that I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Acelia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. An empty palm! Salsetia perfume, you remembered. How could I ever forget? You wore it all the time. If I ever lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. Did not think it was made anymore. You must have gone through so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Magnanimous, however. I could not have made it without her. I like killing things and making them into oil. Thank you, Magnanimous. Thank you both. Now can we move? There's something else. Another empty palm! This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I'm no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know. About you and your mother both. Well, I look really angry and giant. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. She was like, go and work into the mines, kid. We need extra income. And I was like, okay. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but then I was at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Ascilla, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you will still. Must and will go. You and your allies have accompanied more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed and made me so proud that the words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you're yet to do, and what it may entail. Ascilia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamin! I'm fearing leaving Ul'dah. Absent whose face? My face or her face? I'm not stripy. Bit shadowy. Not very stripy though. You built it once, Ascilia, you can build it again. And this time we'll do it together. Truly? Wheelie? Oh, she does have little stripies. It's how they adorn themselves because they're cat people. Alpinode, the time has come for the Scions to leave Wesper Bay. Huzzah! We shall establish a new headquarters in Revenant's Hall as you proposed. For one thing, it's like directly next to the Aetherite, so there's less running. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Boldezian. Preparations begin at once. Unfortunately, some people still stick around over here, so sometimes you actually need to run all the way over here. And you're like, but why? Why do you not move on, NPC? Move to Mordona, yes. As ever, your enthusiasm is greatly appreciated. Our first step will be to secure all the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives in Revenant's Hall. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Hall would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. My character is a pirate. Rather, a pirating race that for some reason became really big and brutish. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though that they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Antidecent. We came from the water. My skin tone is reminiscent of the sea kelp that I was born from. Really, Alpinode, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted, and here I am. Nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Hall. Which one? It is an honor, Antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alpinode, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Knowing that my associates at Revenant's Hall hold the Science of the Seventh Dawn at the highest regard, should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which needs to be negotiated. If it please you, I would do so. It does please me. Madam, unless I am much mistaken, you are the one known as Magnanimous, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make the acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate Garlean Castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. Thank you, Sad El Baker, and I'm good. You should always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. In the middle? Oh, that's the boy! Alpinote's the boy and his twin sister Alice is the girl, and the only difference is that Alice at the moment has a little bow in her hair. Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Magnanimous. Mayhap I should dispatch you to the Revenant's Stall with all haste, as first intended. But there is something else I would ask of you first, not as a sign, but as a friend. My mother is troubled. I have seen her before this way, and I know she will dismiss my concerns if I inquire. Despite our closeness, she has ever been unwilling to burden you with her problems. Yeah, you can't really tell. There's even, like, joking around in Heavensward that he's his sister. Because everybody was like, oh, what a nice girl! And then he goes, I am a boy! It may be that she will welcome your concern, however. She likes you, Magnanimous, and more importantly, you are not family. Do not bother with subterfuge, she will know I sent you. Simply do what you can to help her. That is all I ask. I am in your debt. What can Cat Lady possibly have wrong with her? It practically is. It is a trap. Though not intentionally. Because, I mean, he's not wearing a dress in particular. He's just wearing these very high boots with a very short dress-like coat. So you know, totally not female attire. Have I become an open book, or has she acquired still greater powers of insight? I shall choose to believe the latter. Well, yeah, of course they look up to me. I'm God. If you must know, one of my earrings is damaged. I am not wont to decipher such trifles, but they were a gift. Here, you wish to help, yes? Then do what I cannot. Take them to the Goldsmith Guild and Ulda and see if anything can be done. Oh, woe is me! Your earring is broken. How horrible. Alpino will insist that he's a boy. He sounds like a boy when you can hear him talk as well. He's just a very deep-voiced girl, isn't he? Poor deep-voiced girl. Goldsmith. I came here on the errand to deliver this piece of earring. Can you fix it for me? The lady back there is like super worried about this piece of earring. There was even a joke like, hey honey, I'm gonna take out the trash bit later. Minfilia sent me to deliver this paperclip to Limsa first. I must do this errand. Everyone's a girl. Yeah, what is it? Earrings, you say? Very well, let's see them. Ah, but this is a very special earring. By the 12, I know this design. Humble cat's eyes, polished and set exquisitely as to make the clearest of diamonds seem dour and dull. Fliminzaria, and if I am any judge of quality, crafted by Master Neferese herself. Hooray! I'm the voice of everyone! Oh, dear me! Aha! I thought myself above sentiment. Look at my hands, they're shaking. I require no payment, madam. To be entrusted with this duty is reward enough. You have to download my stream, then like extract just the sound recording and like play it at the right time. But since I must needs devote my full attention to the task at hand, mayhap you could attend to a small matter while I work. I have an appointment to meet one of my suppliers, a fellow by the name of Odinel at Fiery God's Strike in southern Tanland. He has prepared a shipment of ores for me, you see. If you would collect it in my stead, I should be most grateful. I'm sorry, now I'm on an errand from the goldsmith. Let me just go and collect some ore. Of course! You have a fully voiced main scenario, my man. It's like a professional voice actor did it. The one that doesn't know how anything is pronounced and has no intonation whatsoever. It's the bestest. And everybody's a girl. His ore shipment, for some reason, is always in the middle of the desert. I would say that this is quite an uncomfortable place to have an ore shipment in. I kinda miss doing dungeons rather than just running backwards and forwards. Ore! I came for some ore! You came all this way on Medesu's account? Well, bloody hell, can't deny as I'm a bit surprised by that. He's normally a right pain in the arse, you see. Always comes to collect his goods in person, then spends the gods know how long inspecting him. I'll take something serious to stop him. He's not on his deathbed? Hey, he's not on his deathbed, is he? No? Strange! Here's his ore anyway. Well, we're square, right? Then give the man my regards. Okay, now to come back all the way back there. And also, if you downloaded the very start of the streams, I try to pronounce many pirate phrase names which go completely wrong. For there are just a whole bunch of syllables in the row with no vowels, and that's a very hard way to speaking. You're just like, there's 4 letters in a row and none of them like have an A or an I or an U in there. This is confusing me. Help. And see, Lalafell names are much better. Memedesu. You returned at the perfect time, friend. Ah yes, may I have my ores? Good! I shall sort through these later. Now, the aria. Fortunately, only the clasp was damaged, the rest seemed remarkably well maintained. You may be sure that I took every possible precaution when replacing the broken section. Oh, and I also took the liberty of polishing the piece, as you can see. No, I require no payment. Truth be told, I would happily have paid you for the privilege of laying hands on such a masterpiece. Okay, 2,000 gills, please. To have attended to its restoration may well be defining achievement of my career thus far. My sincerest thanks. You have a very sad career. This is just another delivering things quest for me. I'm gonna say that you said career as a rapper and not career as a raper. I will consider being many rapers' carrier. That will look really awkward. It's like you just pretend to be a horse and go, you have committed a rape? Well, jump on my back, my lad, and we're gonna run ahoy! Hop! Oh, cool, I actually jumped over that side. My tail's so shiny! And it's like 80% of my screen! Woo! And this creature is so cute. It's like I'm riding a Pikachu. It's about similar size as well. I do not know why I put my giant butt on this. But look how shiny it is! Your tail isn't as shiny as this tail. Hello? Well, did you do as I bid you? Pray tell me your trip was not for naught. Magnanimous, I thank you. The sparkle as they did the day Nelly gave them to me. My nearly. Nearly? Nearly. Who sleeps even now, looking for all the world as if the god cursed blade had taken his young life mere moments ago. Not years. Ye gods, I could almost bear it if he were truly gone, but yeah, here he lingers. But what if the butt is shiny? Don't you want to see shiny butts? Can the soul be at peace while the flesh yet remains? Every day I pray that he has entered Thal's realm. I pray and I pray and I pray. To love is to lose, child. One can but postpone the moment of parting. And so I shall. My daughter will not lose me again. Not for a long while yet, gods be willing. So do you need, like, me to put a corpse in its grave or something? Tell Asilla that I'm quite well, magnanimous. She should concentrate on more important matters, and so should you. Because if his corpse walks, I can most definitely just, like, cleave him in half. It's not an issue, don't worry. I don't know, I think she expects me to be at her eye level or below. And she just ends up looking like directly at my crotch instead. Maybe that's why she was looking below. She was like, I don't really want to see your crotch, so I'm gonna stare at your legs. Which I suppose is a bit awkward because I could just be like, my face is up here, lady. Why are you looking at my boots of all things? Quite well, you say? Sigh. We both know she is not. Yet mayhap she will be in time. Thank you, Magnanimous, 1,000 times thank you. We gonna hunt for corpses! You're here! Good! You're here too? The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. Breathe. The Science of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Hooray! A silent hooray. A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I have come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. This wasn't your doing, was it? Waking sands, rising stones... Wakey wakey trees, sunshiny leaves. I too have news to share. In expectation of the momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Roban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that it is wise, antecedent? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, that all may know what the Science of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one and at once to all. And what of us, well, who have felled primals and faced down the Empire? To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Oh, look, I'm smiling. Great, I say, yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them as we have time and time again, united as one. You would think that we're doing something a lot more grand than just moving places. There must be some way I can. Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamin to teach me the basics of mining too. You take an axe, you put it to a rock, and smaller rocks spill out. That is how you mine. You can thank me later. I was just like, Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alpinode, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly his sense of timing rivals even their own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have 2 tasks for you. First, I would like you to deliver these documents to Staffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Second, this is more onerous task. I would have you place yourself at his disposal in accordance with the agreement between ourselves and the Adventurers Guild. Represent us well. What do you mean? Do you mean go up and go, you know, we can have some happy time in the closet whenever you want? I'm at your disposal. Magnanimous! Got it, Nymphilia. You didn't have to have my name on a different page. I would have accepted if you just had it on the same page as well. Or if you had it not at all, it would have been okay. Ah, we're the same size. Okay. I was told to expect a sign, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Magnanimous. You have something for me, yes? I'm eating a nut and I'm praying that it's not gonna make my mouth itch, because these things are so tasty. And like 1 in 10 times I have a mild allergic reaction that makes my whole mouth and ears itch, and I hate it. Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Excellent! Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest. Well, you'll see soon enough. I was gonna say, I think that he's slightly shorter, but he isn't. I am actually also slightly shorter if I try to stand inside of him. See? Actually, we may be the same size. I won't die. It's okay. I may get itchy though. When it comes to keeping its home fires burning, the Adventurers Guild is no stranger to caution. What fuel does Staffborn intend for you to gather today? There is much work to be done right here in Revenant's Toll, and we hope you can help. The toll grows and prospers and attracts the jealous attention of Garleans and low creatures. We must see to our fortifications if we're not to be overrun. I'm standing them inside each other! The perimeter wall is solid enough. What we lack is less perceptible. Magical defenses that will repel our enemies. The sword scholars of antiquity say they were powered by ancient ward stones. I'm told there are many such stones in the ruins of Quorn, the sunken temple. Many than a few temple raiders have been foiled by their magics, no doubt. It seems a fine jest that we adventurers are now to be guarded by the same magic that protected the treasures of Quorn against our two adroit fingers. The temple is south in Tanelin, as you may know. A lass by the name of Bibimu is the resident naturalist there. She will grant you entry. And no doubt you come across a wardstone as you make your way through the ruins. Okay! I wonder will we have to run the level 35 version, or is it Sunken of Temple of Quorn hard? Manette! Manette! My tasty round, possibly Berichi nut. Is there an exit somewhere in here? Yes, there is. Hooray! Lady! Need to go and gather some rocks. Actually, are you a boy or a girl? Hard to tell. Behold the magnificent ruin of the sunken temple of Quorn. We know it was used by the Beladians from the greater glory of Izima the sun goddess. For the rest of it, you'll hear that when I'm good and ready to publish. Oh, you're the adventurer that Slavborn sent word about? Yes, no doubt there are wardstones to be had deep inside the ruins. Regret to remind you, however, the temple has been the death of many adventurers. Slavborn wasn't too specific about that, was he? Okay. The normal one. You sure? Okay. Now this will be pretty boring, but when you want stones, you want stones. The game is just like I need to make sure that you have seen the glory of this place. Yes, we're going to the sunken temple of Quorn to find some stones. And then we will presumably place stones around the Revenant stall and go... There. Fortified. Oh! Button. I was reading Discord. Doesn't make a sound when it pops. Oh, it's somebody's first time. Don't worry, baby. I'm gonna be gentle. It is quite nice though that we're like tanked because we would be standing there for hours otherwise. Fire left. Fruit thingy right. Alright. I hope that they're not gonna forget to kill the bees. Kinda ouch. I'ma take this. And everybody can be confused what to place where. Like they always are. Well, that's one bee. Hope that they know that they need to kill it. Temple bee. You're getting good at puns too. Bit though is that Temple of Corn Hard does exist. The game's just like, oh, do Temple of Corn normal just for the sakes of it. Hard will be too hard for you. Go and do the 35 level. That's about it. Either that, or at that point, people really needed people to run Temple of Corn, and there weren't any running Temple of Corn. Developers were like, what should we do to make people run Temple of Corn? Oh, I know. Put it into the story. Teratotar. Ah, people giving advice. And they're from my old server. How nice. The answer comes to the advice and it's just... okay. Aww, poor dumb Vespis. They're of the shit variety. That probably isn't a very nice life, being of the shit variety. Doom got cleansed. Everyone's Doom got cleansed. Good. Now explode and die, Cookie. No explode and die, Cookie. Again. The clock is like exactly where my cat's paw is. So I'm kind of like, what is the time? Okay, one boss died. Get hyped. Actually, I may be able to like do the side rooms there. It's cat paw o'clock. Well done. One of you over here, please. And the other one. Here we go. Perfect. Good job. All of them very fast people. Oh no! Oh no! Look at where it died. Ah! Its mouth! Yeah, no shit, it needs to die on the platform. We're trying to. I wanted a dungeon, but I didn't really want a level 35 dungeon. I wanted a level 50 dungeon. Ah, they're singing the song of speedy running. That's very nice. temple of blue flying wing things. Yeah, they're too cool to be temple skeletons. Just temple bats and temple everything else, but not the skeletons. That would just be too much temple. You see, the first time you see this dungeon, you're like, oh, it's kinda cool, it's a new dungeon. Second time you see this dungeon, you're like, everybody's calm and collected in one big place. And afterwards, it's a boss room. God damn it. Don't know what is it with me and Final Fantasy, but every time I go to play, I'm like, yum, yum. So comfy. I should have made this place a lot colder, then I wouldn't feel so comfortable. Yeah, let me just try and stun your Golem Soulstone. Oh, I can't even modify my damage thingy. Damage penalty thing. Oh, we will need to kill the Soulstone 3 times, not 2 times. Oh, we lack DPS. To get some DP back. Come on, people, DPS the stone. No, our damage too low. I like this battle theme. Instead of limit breaking on the soul stone, they could have just limit breaked the previous time. I don't know how. Can't be funny on command. Who crawls the walls? The wall crawler. Even like say that it looks like a spider, it looks like a mouth with legs. Didn't look like it had eyes either. Actually, if I wanted to, I could play more like this. Even if it does look very awkward and disorientating. Oh, we don't even have the flame. This is problematic. Wait, we do have the flame. Was like right the middle option. How did I miss that? There's now like right another secret room, like right over there. It's just so grr. right way? Trying to remember. I think they turned the wrong way around. Ah! No! No, they're not. Thank God. Huzzah! I mapped it. Mapped it. I would give it a 6. It's interesting in its design. There's overall nothing wrong with it, except that it's easy and slightly sleep-inducing. You like how at the start you had to memorize what goes where? Aw, it's a junior son! It's like the statue had babies. Yeah, I'll need to make dinner after this. It's gonna take a while. I don't like making dinner. Well, sometimes I do. But other days I'm just tired. It is gonna be a tasty one. But tomorrow I won't need to make dinner. I'm ordering some sushi. It's my wedding anniversary. I like holidays, celebration things. Of course they are, but you can't order delivery guy all the time. Unless you want to be like really poor. Yay! 1 year down, like 70 years to go. I'll die at 90, that will be good enough. Imagine me streaming at 90 years old. Imagine YouTube still existing 70 years from now. You know, some people when they were like streaming at like the age of like 48 and so. But a 90-year-old would be slightly extreme. We need to like stretch my skin to look hip with the kids. I totally do not have wrinkles at all. Not a day over 65. What are you saying? Okay, hopefully this counted. And nothing good in there. Ah, it did count. Now we only need to go and deliver the rock. Old Murta voice. And Final Fantasy XIV is still around. It's the longest going MMO. People just refuse to get it closed. It was the first MMO that stayed open for forever. You have to explore the sunken temple of Corn if you're to find the ward stone. You found the ward stone? Incredible! Ah, can you not feel the power that emanates from this humble stone? Eh? Not really? Ha! Just like elements and practical to a fault. Let me tell you, there is more true magic than you credit is taking all possible precautions. One thing's for certain, the temple managed to steamy more explorers than ordinary dangers can account for. If any of that can be attributed to the stone, then it's guardians and beastmen who will have to settle their accounts with the gods. So essentially, he made us carry just a regular piece of rock to him. But he thinks it has power. Ah, Magnanimous, it's most welcome to see you again. Look at the hustle and bustle of the adventures, where there were but rocks not long ago. As one of those who have been here since the beginning, I am humbled by the sight. Strong as rocks, smart as rocks, about as mobile as a rock. You can throw it around, you can make it skip in the puddle. Yet none of us can be full glad for the Garlean forces nearly like not our bustle at all, and our hustle even less. They seek to move on us soon, we are all but certain. There is no idle speculation, Magnanimous. 3 steel-bound crates of the familiar type were delivered to Castrum Sentry not 2 days ago. The contents are no doubt arms, to defend the land they hold, to take what we hold. Neither of that is particularly attractive prospect, I must admit. Oof. I think that is a boy. Pretty sure that is a boy. I propose a third outcome. That is less likely to claim lives, if you would aid me. Destroy the crates and their contents now. Use these explosives. I have flushed them from the Alchemist Guild. It will do the job, rest assured. Better to make this attempt than you, who once walked undeterred into Castrum Center. Go and make some boxes blow up. Aye, aye, sir. Voice should tell you that it's a very tired old woman. Stop it, mate. The boring quests will be over at some point. We will get to Heaven's Word. I don't know, we're just gonna blow up the box. We're not gonna look into the box. We could have just taken the box, but we're gonna just blow up the box. So blow up the box we will. Main scenario has aged me so much, my children. My hair is going a bit grey as well, so that fits too. Can you, like, guys go away, please? No? Okay. I mean, you're not even, like, level 50. What are you doing? They won't leave me alone. They must protect this box. Just let me have the box. Can I please just have the box? You can have your life. I mean, come on, 4 of your friends have died. Surely you want to give up by now. Yeah, they must protect the box. Silly people. For all we know, they just ordered some new cutlery, and we're like, must not let them have cutlery, must explode. All of them forks are not for Garleans to use. Where's your third? Oh, that's your third box. Because he just kind of bought a little bit of a firework, thought that was, you know, enough to explode the boxes. Maybe it was like, oh, the boxes would be dangerous. It would contain some explosive material in itself, but it doesn't because it's like Garlean forks. We never bothered to check, so we will never know. We were just like, Garleans must not have forks. Oh, god damn it! Go away, I'm trying to go somewhere. Now can I go? We must report the successful explosions. We could hear the explosions. You sure? They were very small. This is just like... pop! Pop! Somewhere in the distance, like... Oh, was that? Did you accidentally kick a pebble? No, I think an explosion went off. I knew you would make a success of it. You should draw the Garlean sting for a while, but not for too long. We must be remaining vigilant or... However did I afford such quality ammunitions, you ask? Oh, Magnanimous, you needn't concern yourself with such trivial details. Nevertheless, your stealth and compassion are appreciated of equal measure. Oh my god! Since when are you a Lalafell? Were you always a Lalafell? Oh. I forgot. Nevertheless, your stealth and compassion are appreciated in equal measure. I am lucky man indeed to be part of this fellowship, adventurers, one and all. Wah! Everybody, that is my husband. Look at that height difference. You are annoying my viewer with your squeakiness. You see, my midget female husband has married a very big girl. Well now, in the nick you are, alas, again showing up just when you're needed. I'm waiting on a supply carriage from Gridania. It should have been here by now, even if they stopped the spell on the Fallguard float to wet their whistles. The carriages always pass through the North Shroud. Here, stretch those stabby legs some, why don't you? Go and ask the wood whalers over in the float if they have seen something. Bye-bye, go and run an errand for me. That's my voice to compare. Yeah! It's always fun when people know where you are and stalk you a little bit. Okay, Wood Whaler, have you seen a package? A supply carriage bound for Revenant's Stall hasn't come through here, I can tell you that. But maybe it's the same one. We just received word of an Ixali attack on a carriage, you see. Seems like too much of a coincidence, but you never know. May as well have a look, eh? You will find one of our men on the scene, and the carriage was way late on the road just east of there. Ah, we don't know if this is your carriage, but hey, maybe you're gonna, you know, do our job for us. Random question, but do you think Final Fantasy XIV looks better at higher frame rates or higher resolutions? I can choose neither, so I'm good. 1080p, 45 FPS. Good enough. Yeah, I have a small minority of mounts on this character. I have a lot more on my main. Okay. 48p? 480p. Oh god, 48p would be a disaster. 900 FPS. Here I go. Did you see a broken carriage? Hello, what do we have here? An adventure by the 12 and suitably gaunt one. As you can see, a few gentlemen of the road, gentle birds, if you must, ambushed the kiss carriage. Took the cargo and both coachmen. How's that for a day's work? Tracks lead to the Exali lodging grounds up to the north. You look like a hungry sort, how about it? Will you rescue the coachman and recover these provisions? I don't actually remember. I don't think you can get a bear like a mount, but you can have an elephant. Most definitely have a flying elephant. And a flying flat fish. Because everybody gets that. And an airship. Because everybody gets that. I have my panda bear. All I want now is a flying whale, but I'm not about to spend 20 pounds on it. Would be such a magnificent whale though. I would whale everywhere. I see the sparkles. I think I should click on them. No! I nearly successfully got it, and then you had to actually hit me. That's what you say when somebody new joins the guild, and then they're like, huh? Question mark? Can't cross over. No. Hello, my coachman. I see you're having a nice break over here. It's just kind of resting while being a prisoner. Shame on you. Well, we kind of think that it's ours, and if it's not, we're keeping it anyway. Deliver the package, and then people on Revenant stores like, this isn't what we ordered, but okay. I suppose this will do. Phew, I thought I was done for. The supply runs are getting in a little too interesting for my tastes. I'd best get out of here before the birdmen come back in force. Many thanks, and try not to get killed. Good advice, my fellow person. Thank you for freeing me, stranger. I can manage alone from here on. People? I'm not eating coachmen. I shall await your safe return at the carriage. 12 speed your way, adventurer. I have to place the stolen provisions behind completely blind enemies that are completely ignoring me right now. Actually, this is fine. Now, I'm eating something that in my language is called pigeons. But it's not actual pigeons, so it's okay. It is just beef meat with onions and rice wrapped inside a leaf that's then kind of boiled inside a sauce of some sort, so tasty. But the name's funny. Coming through trees. At least they know not to attack me. Unfortunately, the process of like getting all the ingredients together, it takes like over an hour to cook. But it is tasty. But I don't do it all the time because of a long cook time and because of large ingredient list. As opposed to hot dogs, which is like bun, dog. I meant sausage. We're both in your debt, good adventurer. I shudder to think what fate Ixal had in mind for us. You seek the provisions meant for Revenant's soul? It pains me to say, but this is all that remains. Oh, that was our carriage, thank goodness. The carriage is in no state to resume the journey, nor are the chocobos. We shall have to arrange another transport. Could you take the word back to Golem? I'll go back there and he will be like, can't you carry them on your back? Just give them all a piggyback ride. Fluids. So nice. The cooking log. Attacked by the exile. Well, roll me in stardust and dash me from the sky. Not that I ought to be surprised, mind you, Gossip's fleet, where adventurers sleep, and I've heard the talk of Primals waking. These men won't let the sleeping Primal lie, will they? But never mind that, you did well enough saving those two coachmen. I go put some meat on their bones with that reward. Looking far too thin, you are? Do I? I mean... let me just compare myself to you. I think I'm a bit less thin than you, girly girl. I think I'm actually fatter. I do have an impressive boob plate. It's hard to tell how much of this is armor, though. Who else needs things done? We're in a doing things mood right now. Ooh, a feather. What to do? What to do? Ah, Magnanimous. Mayhap you can cut through this knot of ours. Revenant's toll grows yet does not prosper. We draw adventurers from far and wide, or rather the Allegan ruins draw them. So busy are they collecting tombstones and relics that they've no time for calls from the Adventurers Guild. I fear that many who come to toll have no sense that we are a guild. You visit Ravenna's establishment, do you not? That's the kind of bustle and camaraderie I would like to see in the guild. Now tales of your daring do are certainly known to all. You're a genuine article, and I'll ask humbly for you to render some service to us in this matter. If you were to rid the wilds of seedkin that threaten the Revenant Stall expansion, it might inspire some fledgling guildmates to do the same. Those laboring on the outpost frontier are being harassed by Morbols coming through the tangle. I would have you help keep the workers safe by slaying them before they have a chance to leave their wretched home. Once others see such storied adventures you working to expand Revenant's Stall, they'll surely be inspired to do the same. Oh, but it's so cute! You don't cook that cute. Also inspired to do the same, or will they look at me and go, ah, the fool's doing all the work, good for them. I'm gonna wiggle a bit higher on my chair. I sometimes sit on my feet, which is actually quite comfortable, but not like all the time. Ah! I accidentally tabbed. That must not happen. I think my microphone's at about the right position now. Off to kill some Morbols we go. Off to kill some Morbols we go. God, this feels so pointless. So very, very pointless. Off to kill some Morbols we go. And I got stuck. Off to kill some Morbols I go. Yeah, I am! I kinda like this one. So that was one. I see another. I feel like they were like... The player character must feel like they're helping us to build this community. How can we do that? Oh, I know. We're gonna make them do a lot of arduous tasks. That will make them sure. It will not annoy them whatsoever. Hey. What about complete quests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did 7 quests today. Doing an 8th. We do 10 a day, we'll be finished in approximately 12 days. Maybe a bit. Actually, maybe a bit sooner, because I don't remember if there's 120 or 100 quests. Ah, Magnanimous! The Adventurers Guild has marked the completion of the request for aid and honors your service. Already the toll buzzes with talk of your valiant excursion into the Tango. Not a few adventurers have chosen to help up the frontier. Know that science will hear of your success. I forgot to mention before, I received word from the guild that they are seeing more adventurers taking up jobs in the last few days than the past moon. But of course, one good turn leads to another, we hope. As a job might be too much for those who have expressed an interest, we like you to handle this one before an unprepared adventurer meets an untimely end. We received word of a scouting party was sent to Singing Shards. What's up with these names? The group of hepatitlets is making passage impossible. Someone needs to take care of them so the scouts can make progress. Not that I have no faith in the other volunteers, but I suspect few of them have stood against the hepatlit. Ignominy isn't something we can afford at the present. We have appearances to keep up if we're to maintain our growth, after all. Seasoned adventurer like you ought to know what a bad reputation's like, bad breath. No one will ever speak frankly of what ails you. Ah, where should I go to kill things now? That way. I always felt like slaughtering some tiny creatures. I always love slaughtering some tiny creatures. This is not annoying whatsoever. Maybe I will reward myself with one of those random dungeon unlocks if I do enough quests. This is the 9th one. I need at least 10 a day. Oh, god damn it. Forgot that the road ends. Ouch. Do not fall down while you're in combat. Do not fall down while you're in combat. Do not fall down while you're in combat. Stay calm and do not fall down while you're in combat. Or else you'll break your mount and will need to run again. Unfortunately, this fat babe was not squishy enough to absorb the impact for me. Maybe if I go down rather than up, I will have more success. I remember when I binded myself to a cerulean plant because I was dying too much. Yeah, I should really bind myself to Bardona, but I haven't done so. Okay, that's a happolit. Would you like to die, my kind sir? Of course you would like to die. Or I must kill you. Now. I need another more. Here, please. Yeah, Fantasy like, I'm out of here! Bang! My cats actually do that quite a bit. They get overly excited while chasing each other and just run headfirst into a wall, and you're like, how stupid are you? Let me attach my soul to specifically this part of the world. I think that will be intelligent. You return, and looking none of the worse for wear, I rejoice to remark. Your reputation precedes you yet again. The seventh heaven is abuzz with talk of your deeds. Already signed up a score or more to answer further requests from the guild. Revenant's toll grows and prospers, to that benefit of the guild and the science. Did I not tell you that there is much magic being prepared? I can't tell you how grateful we are to have you here. Now more than ever, we have major crisis on our hands, you see. One which will demand your full attention for weeks, if not months. I'm sorry, Magnanimous. If you made any other plans, you'll just have to cancel them. I only was gonna save the world, don't worry about it. You honestly believed me, didn't you? There's such a thing as being too long suffering, you know? I fear we may have outdone it with the errands, necessary though they were. Anyway, your work here is done for the time being, at least. Master Alpinode has sent word that you will report to him in the Waking Sands. I gather he wants to know how you've been getting on. Be sure to tell him you're welcome we made you feel, won't you? You know what? Let's pick up a random unlock quest for a level 50 dungeon. We deserve it. Ah! Forgive me, my friend. The most chilling encounter has my nerves on the edge. I was traveling through the shroud when a man accosted me out of nowhere. His eyes daring wildly in fear, he spoke of a haunted mansion from which the tortured screams of young maidens can be heard day and night. Hawked Manor, was it? Ah, Hawkey Manor, yes. What's that? You purged the self-same manse of its unholy inhabitants some time ago? That's curious indeed. The man recounted the events as if they had happened not days ago. What would put my heart at ease to know his tale was just a fancy born a few too many flagons of mead. The poor soul, I had not the air of a drunk or liar. Perhaps you know someone who could shed light on this matter. Oh! Fair enough. I'm the poor keep and I'm the poor keep hard. Magnanimous Minchicus! It's on your screen. It's like having Mega Munchies. Mega Munchies, the name. Magnanimous Munchicus? Yeah! Well, it would be bad if I couldn't tell my own character's name now, wouldn't it? Why is that guy all the way over there? Why can't he stand somewhere a bit more convenient? Maybe just a tad closer. Please, guy, consider relocating. It's of utmost importance that I don't have to run that many miles. Ah, friend, it's good to see you again. How I wish I could greet you with more joyful tidings. I trust you have heard the rumors. I fear they are true, then some. Oh, wherever shall I begin? After you released my lady from her torment, a deed of bravery and kindness that I will remember until my last days, paid a visit to the Wood Whalers and told the tale of its tragedy, that the guards of Twelveswood might know the truth. Though the Whalers did not doubt my words, they insisted on a thorough investigation of the matter. Without witnessing my lady's remains for themselves, I was told they could hardly vouch for the citizens' safety. A prudent judgment, I thought, and I did not argue. It is what happened next that confounded everyone, myself most of all. A contingent of wood whalers was dispatched to the manor, and I personally escorted them in. This would be the last I saw of them, for nary a one returned. I'm gonna start making it in 45 minutes. Minutes turned to hours, and before long, night surrounded the silent manor. 'Twas then that the screams began again, ungodly, hardening screams that I shall be burned into my memory forevermore. Against my better reasoning, I mustered the courage to peer inside. Oh, how I wish I had not, for what peered back, friend, was someone, nay, something, for that which I saw truly possessed my soul, like you or I, that had no right to exist in our world. The Veilers have dispatched another contingent to investigate the manor, the fools. Do they not say that they have writ their own death sentence? Cannot save them, but you, my friend, you may succeed where I miserably failed. Stretch! Gonna let ourselves one dungeon, and then we're gonna finish the quest that I'm currently on, and then it may be dinner time. It's of paramount importance that I do at least 12 quests a day from the main scenario. Unless I want to live on it for like the rest of my life, then it's okay. Such a sad, sad person who failed to hunt what was in the manor. Now I must hunt what is in the manor, for I am the hero that everybody needs. Gridania is like really pretty. I ride this panda like really weirdly. It's like I'm halfway between sitting down and standing up. Not be very comfortable. 70 years of Final Fantasy in particular. I just want this segment over because the quests that come afterwards are a lot more nicer. Yay! Hooray! It's our happy time. It's our happy time. I think there's like 17, 19, maybe 20 of level 50 dungeons. There's quite a lot, so, you know, we can do them slowly, one at a time. Ooh. Normally how you do level 50 dungeons is really fun as well. You mostly just put on your tank stance and run! You grab as many things as you can grab and just leg it. Oh god, somebody's wearing those hideous wings. Don't understand what the hell is with people on wanting to wear wings in MMOs. They don't look very good. Ah, not this way. I like how they're just like barricading specific places so that I know that I'm going the wrong way. Bit more corridor. A lot of level 50 dungeons have very similar tunes. Don't actually mind it, I kinda like this one. Manor enemies. It's the temple enemies, and here's the manor enemies. And here's the garden enemies. Ah, you sanctioning everything with doors. Why so many doors? Ah, look! More enemies. The doors prevent me from continuous running. That must not be. How dare, said doors. And I always have to pick up such tiny keys with such giant hands. Oh hey, look, another door. Another door. Nah, it's all walls. We just kinda merge through them. One thing that's different about my house though is that we do not drop tiny keys everywhere. The door. Oh look, it is manor enemies. Manor Sentry, Manor Acrobat, Manor Warden. have everything manner. Have whole collection of just manner things. Manner gestures, manner butlers. Wish my butler was a skeleton. I wish I had a butler. Then I could laugh like rich people do. I don't understand why we don't just nuke it from space. And we have airships. We could just like, you know what? Fuck the house, we don't really need it. Just drop a nuke on it. We'll be fine. Then again, we have already seen what very powerful explosives look like. Okay, here's an idea. When you're getting chased, maybe do not run it, maybe like run towards your tank, not like away from it. Everything follow me, please. The biggest issue with pulling that many things actually is losing some. But that is like... yeah, it's just like a little firework. That is like my favorite thing about big girl dungeons. You just aggro everything and you continue running and it's fun because you can do big explosions and many things. I think we must undo the seal. It's not just numbers, it's just seeing like all of them go kaboom. That's the fun bit. It also feels a little bit like going, look Ma, I'm tanking. See how many things there are on my tanking. The big eyeball undone the seal. For its nice eyeball. Let us fight the ash. Looks like a metal goat of some sorts. You know, whatever strikes your fancy. If it's metal goats, I don't judge. not an asshole. They don't judge when people like metal goats. It's perfectly fine. Asshole, trying to kill me and all. Doesn't he know that I'm just exploring this giant manor? But looks a bit gross. Don't really want them pants. Weird leaves on my knees. I'm just being Dora the Explorer right now. Just, you know, finding a creepy house and just heading right into it. But that is the only intelligent decision that you may have. I also collect all the things and try to make the biggest boom possible. But that is quite fun. Pants, thank you very much. Ah, thank you, my healer. I was panicking there for a second. I don't think that their healing capabilities quite agreed with my big one for boom booms. Ah, yes. This room! Nah, my pants are not very broken. My lady, what boobs you have. This is actually careful with DPS, your shield's gonna kill you all. And a fight. Well, that is exactly what she's doing. Ah! You see, she eats the ad and makes the thing rain down based on how much health the ad had remaining. The sad bit about this is that sometimes if you push her too fast, she will spawn and eat the ad practically at the exact same time, which is just not very good. Unless you particularly want to die, then it's okay. That was a bit high. We're gonna survive that. Ah, there we go. Here's the ad. Oh boy! Death incoming. Oh, nope. No death. Thank God no death. No death is very nice. Ah yes, I can see why she likes living in here. Such a nice room. There's one a door, but she's just keeping it open. She's a good girl. Not like those silly things above where they just have lots of keys. Yay! Silly damage dealer. Everybody does that cute thing except for me. I just go, yeah! That looks quite gross. You can keep it. And now we can go and speak to Alpinode in the Waking Sands. Alpinode, you can move into Revenant's stall right now. I've cleaned the floor and I did the dishes and there's no cobwebs on the walls. Did every single little errand that they asked of me. Ooh. Well, it's back off the exciting thing, so my brain just goes, this is gonna be so boring. There are parts of it that are not that bad, but currently we're not at the not that bad bit. Ah, Magnanimous, you returned. I trust they kept you busy in Revenant's Stall? We had a nary a moment's rest since you departed. Despite our best efforts, however, we've begun to fall behind. No matter, we shall soon make up for the lost ground with you here to help us. Now, there are a number of packages which must needs be delivered to the Revenant Stall as a matter of urgency. Don't give me that long-suffering look. I only require you to take them upstairs to Tataru. She will handle the rest. The packages are scattered about the halls, but each is clearly labeled, so you should have little trouble finding them. Now, if you will excuse me, your report later. Ah, you mean these? No. That's one labeled package. That's two labeled packages. It's nice to know that I'm a strong woman that needs no help carrying all of these boxes. That's another labeled package. Excuse me, I need a package. Yeah, it does. It just keep on using me as an errand boy. We all out of labeled packages. Good. At least Tato is just upstairs. Here's your labeled packages. Wow! So much to do, so much to do. At this rate, we'll never get to Rivenstall. Bless your heart, I had completely forgotten about those. Let me check the labels against my list. Oh, those are the last ones. Thank the 12, it's almost... Oh dear, I did contract the courier, didn't I? Ah, it just so happens that I had been meaning to contact you, Magnanimous. I have an important personal request, you see, which I couldn't possibly entrust to anyone else. Is it the courier? At least I get this as consolation prize. You like, as you're the carrier mole, you may as well have one. Look at the cute cow. Such a cute little cow. Duh. Prepping for the move is taking a terrible toll on everybody's mental and physical well-being. People have been carrying on for days at a time with barely any food or drink, never mind rest. Some have been too busy to visit the privy, for God's sakes. Try to lift their spirits, but encouraging words simply aren't enough anymore. Given that nothing short of hitting them over the head with something heavy will persuade them to rest, my only remaining option is to try improving their diet. I know just how to do it, too, with special tonic proven to revive flagging spirits. But for that, I require the Highland tea leaves, and the one merchant I know who sells them is completely out of stock. Harvesting them myself isn't an option either, as the plant only grows in Coerthas, and I'm in no position to leave the Waking Sands at the present. But you are magnanimous, and since you now understand how important this is, you'll surely agree to assist me. Great, I'll take that silence as a yes. I learned the recipe from an Ishgardian acquaintance of mine who serves at Camp Dragonhead. When Geistel isn't her name, she'll know where to obtain Highland tea leaves, I'm sure of it. Godspeed! Go get me some tea! I was like, but what if I don't wanna? Tea leaves? Now there's a face I shouldn't forget, not after all the chaos you left in your wake. 'Twas for the best, of course, but still. That tourist sent you in search of Highland tea leaves? Ah! Have you come but a few bells sooner, I would have given you the remaining supply. Alas, you did not, and now I have none. Where did I acquire my stock? Emmanuel, where else? He sells more than wines and spirits, after all. I just need some tea. Emmanuel, give me the tea leaves. As ever, it is a pleasure to serve such an esteemed personage as yourself. Alas, I cannot furnish you with that which I do not have. I have no idea. Maybe she was. I know not where my next shipment will arrive, but I fear it will not be soon. Assuming you cannot afford to wait, might I humbly suggest that you consider harvesting the leaves yourself? If you travel to Boulder Downs and scour the riverbanks, you should have no trouble finding the plants. The real challenge will be keeping the local fauna at bay while you sit about picking the tea. But we're mere beasts to the brave adventurer who bought at Lord Hoshaphat's sides. Let me just go and check if she's wearing a pot. Also, I do not mind just sitting and waiting. We can just sit and wait for an hour. Nah, it's a hat or some sorts. I can see how it would be a pot if it was metal, though. Ah, those dead eyes. Staring into the wall in front of her. She's probably like, this lasagna will be done in 4 hours. And I must pretend that I am working. So let me just stand here. Staring. Oh yeah, I would beat them all. Too bright. Let me do the eyeball. Very fitting. Good eyeball. What was either stare into her soul or go and get some tea leaves? Staring into the soul of hers just sounded so much more interested. We actually done 10 quests! Any extra quest will be an extra quest. I'll go so mad here. I could just bring on Heavensward, but no! He leaves it is. Look, here is a leaf just lying in here. That is not how tea leaves should grow. Not by like a single leaf. just sitting here. It's like somebody just kind of scattered them a little bit. Ah! It's a purple one. It means it's special. Well, now we have dragon's meat and the tea leaves. That will be doubly impressed. Let me run around with this creature that's not really meant for cold climates. Yeah, I get some dragons just going, but nom noms? It is our leave. We're herbivores. What are you doing? Ah! Okay. Oh, the teas got harvested, so let me just run away. No, it's the hunting log. I'm not insane. I just kill everything. Sure enough, let us take some free teleports. Super large chocobo, this is. It's meant for multiple people. It's meant for multiple people. To be fair, this looks like a one-seater mount with my character. I mean, you can see that you can like sort of fit somebody over there, but this looks like the proper sized chocobo for me. That's not my normal chocobo. This is my normal chocobo. See? But shorter. And smaller. It looks like I'm half torturing it because it shouldn't really lift me that well. Oh. Forgot. Tataru's not in here, she's up there. Oopsie. She must have been like, where are you going? I'm like, oh, nowhere. I'm at my wit's end, Magnanimous. The tonic is the science's only hope. Without it, I don't know what will become of it. Please, you have to find those leaves. Lots of leaves. Here you go. Leave. You brought them! You really brought them! Thank you so much! There's no time to waste. I shall begin brewing without delay. I just imagined my Lala that's... his Lala that's like 1/10 my character's size on the same chocobo as me. A dollop of honey, a fresh sprig of mint, aloe extract, just so. Tincture of tea, but no more than just a hint. To boy, my beloved Pio. Nick size and flan flesh ground to a paste. Fresh ogre offal for the news! I knew there was something I've forgotten to mention. Ill tidings, Magnanimous, as ill as it can be. Another crisis in the making. So you don't want your tea then? A messenger from the Twin Adder came by the Walking Sands while you were in Quartus. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixaw have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Imagine Lalafell's contact lens, it's like super small. The Shrouds. I knew the day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another Primal or entity resembling one has been summoned in Credania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Magnanimous. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. The talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, this is a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianji says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. So I had hoped that Moogle's guard be beyond such follies. Hell, don't poke glass into eye holes, that's not nice. Suffice it to say that disturbance warrants a full investigation. The presence has been requested by Commander Kilux. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania Magnanimous, Ida and Papalymo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Oh, if it's the Moogle Mog, I will be so happy. Moogle Mog is an awesome primal. It's the good king. Me? No. I always wear glasses. I don't find putting things onto eye holes comfortable. And glasses actually are quite comfortable. Pleasure to see you as always, McDonald's. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no more qualified to... Ah, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. To be fair, I could be sitting in here without them. But because I am sitting a bit back and not, like, forward, the letters are a little bit blurry. So reading's a bit hard from this distance. Not long ago, the Moogle Koople Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire 12 spot if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would like you to reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Koople Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seer at the Lotus Stand. Okay, so this is the bit that I do not mind. I know! I checked the clock, for there is a foot right in front of it. We did do an extra quest though, so that's good. Other signs have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? Sure. The Oracle super weird because they're the Moogles. The Koople Cop. And there is a lot of Moogles in Heaven's Ward. A lot of them. To a point where people are like, oh nay, not the Moogles again. Please, you have to stop them. But you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Koopo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself, Koople Cop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive this witness outburst, sister. Most grateful I am that you have come, Magnanimous, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for more stalwart... Alright. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Koople Cop has brought to us news of most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mog has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Trust to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if it is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of a Moogle mythology. Koople here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, with literally endless supply of wine, Koopo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling. which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. Where are what? So good King Moogle may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Koopal. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, there are 2 realms so far apart that we can't safely fly down. But good King Moogle, may his miraculous foresight ever to be praised, knew exactly what to do, Koopal. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climb all the way. They're just very happy to see you. Down to the word below. Just like Chinese people. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Koopal. All of us except good King Moogle Mog. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might at last know peace. No, the red thing is its pom-pom. Except that he has not remained in the heavens from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again that the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that the good King Booglemog is a myth made manifest by means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really hard and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? Well, what I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled upon the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take such a drastic measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea have been brought under the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by heroics of chosen few. To you who braved the tempest and survived by virtue of your own strength, the latest method of beasts will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think that Moogle's are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. The fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one that they believe they can be relied on to protect their loved ones and their homes come what may. I assure you the Moogle Guard only want to protect the forest from the outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Moogle, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they started to get a little carried away, Koopal, verging on a lot in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramen, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity influencing the Moogles in a matter similar to that of a Primal. We share the same concern. However, whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he possesses a threat not only to the Booglekind, but to the Gridani as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Magnanimous, confront the good King Mooglemog and drive him from our midst. Humbly do I thank you. You were saying they did not conquer half the world? The sanctuary of the Boogle's and their liege lord is concealed by magic wards. Brother E. Sami-yan and the Conjurer's Guild would doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Please seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. So what you're saying is that they do not like ride horses, and you don't have good King Moogle Chengiz Khan with them? But in any way, the next time when we return, we're gonna be fighting the good King Mooglemog! Hooray! Yeah, they're just very starey at the moment. Like, that tree over there is very interesting. Yeah. So, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.